One Piece fans, this may look like it's an attack on their favorite series. And to JJK fans, well, they're still in the corner thinking this is a versus battle video. Both are wrong. This is actually my attempt to bridge the gap between Shonen Jump's biggest active fan bases. One thing I will not do in this video though is try to compare these series in terms of story, characters, art, or anything else in that regard. I also don't want to go over manga sale numbers, but I do want to talk about their manga circulation numbers. I think that's a good way to grasp why JJK is at least valid to be put next to One Piece in this regard. So One Piece has 500 million circulation, and JJK has 90 million. By the way, circulation does not mean manga sales, that is just the number of volumes printed. For frame of reference, think of it like this. My Hero Academia released 4 years before JJK and has around 85 million circulation. Mind you, that series has been top 10 in sales previous years, so that should at least show JJK has some motion, and that's why Sukuna's on the thumbnail, not All Might. Those are big numbers obviously, and that means people are buying One Piece and JJK. One is the grizzled veteran that hasn't lost its step, and the other is the new hotness of the magazine. I feel JJK's influence is shown by just how many different fandoms adopted the memes. Think about it: nod, win, stand proud, domain expansion memes, and there's others. Of course, also pop culture accepting JJK, like Meg Thee Stallion dressing up like Gojo. There was also Usher and Bruno Mars that did a little JJK cameo, which I wouldn't recommend looking those up because those two are spoilers, big spoilers. And if you're wondering why I'm not talking about One Piece that much, it's because One Piece is proven. It's an unheard of level of consistency from Oda, and his world building is so good that's going to be his footprint on Shonen. I feel JJK does have a good case to be held up in the same light as One Piece currently. You know, maybe not as a legacy or anything, but right now they are the two titans of Shonen Jump. So with those two big series, those IPs have huge and well-established fan bases. And when you have a fan base like them, there's a good chance your loud minority is just as big or maybe bigger than other series' normal majority. That can come off really aggressive and toxic. Plus, no one likes to see their show get dogged on, and when you have a large group in the deep abyss of the fandom, it could be nasty work. But I will say from experience, I know JJK's fan base is aware how ass it is. One Piece is hit or miss. Some people know, some people don't. To be fair to One Piece, I think that comes from having a fan base that predates social media. It's deep rooted into One Piece. And on the other hand, JJK is still relatively new and young. It will end before One Piece, of course, but it achieved a lot in the short time it's been running. Of course, it's still ongoing at this point. Side note, I think agenda wars do the most damage on a series fandom, but that's a different discussion for another video. I want to make sure I get this point across that debates and discussions are fine. It's okay to disagree. Hell, it's human to disagree. When engaging another fandom about the issues you have with their favorite series, it can be tricky to not come off flippant. If something is taken wrong or a discussion just turns sour over multiple messages of back and forth with now multiple people, it can get frustrating, which may cause you to respond in a way you normally wouldn't. Everybody makes mistakes, everyone has those days. Miley Cyrus said it, so you know it's real. The internet isn't so forgiving though. There's a line that is for sure easy to misplace if pressured by multiple people attacking you for a hot take. And to be transparent, I honestly am very good at getting a step or two away from the line, but I never cross it or step on it. I'm just a pro at instigating and not particularly proud of it. It's something I'm working on and I want to be transparent with you all. I don't want to sit here trying to paint myself as the perfect JJK fan or anything like that. My goal is to remind everyone in these two groups of why both are viewed in a toxic light. Maybe help both of us move forward, if even by a baby step, to absolve us of this cheeks reputation. Maybe it's impossible just because of our sheer number. Maybe I'm going about it all wrong. I'm not a medical professional. Shit, I'm not even a professional. Maybe you know more than me or have a better idea, in which I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking on this matter, or how we should proceed forward, or just trying to make it better. The bottom line is though, if you aren't a part of your own fandom's toxic deep abyss part, don't engage with the other fan base's toxic fans. Baiting on Twitter or wherever it is, don't jump to defend your series when someone says it's trash or the fandom's trash. If you see a tweet or post like that and you reply trying to save face, it can end up that you look toxic as well by proxy. Once you start deflecting criticisms others have by bringing up other series that aren't in the discussion, or even worse, taking it to a level where words get a bit serious or real life circumstances of the creator or people in the discussion get brought up. And by that point it's too late. People remember screenshots are taken. Honestly, do that for yourself more than anything. These are manga series and it isn't worth the headache. Sounds stupid, but engage with interactions that are beneficial for you, whether it's a discussion on opposite sides or complimentary talks with fellow fans. You have something to gain in those two scenarios, but trying to argue what villain is better or story is better against someone who just is an asshole and will never budge to begin with is a waste of time. The line of subjectivity and objectivity is too blurry for a lot of people out there, and in those moments it's basically pissing in the wind. Let's stop pissing in our faces, folks. Thank you. You know, with full transparency here, I wanted to take a shot at One Piece, but thinking on this topic and making this video, I decided not to. I don't want to diminish anything that I said in the video or talked about, and I truly would like to see my fan base kind of grow and not be so ass. I will try to be a more positive person for my fandom going forward. You are grown and will do what you want, but if you leave a comment, let's try to be civil. I'm not asking anyone to agree or come to some compromise, just be respectful to each other. Thank you for staying till the end. Remember, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm close to my 500 goal. Help me reach it. Stay normie, stay weeb. Shit, even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.